Hello, everyone. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I'm not going to stand on very long, but I just wanted to share this. And this is outrageous how the prices of everything have gone up. Like, can't afford to even drink good coffee or nothing anymore. It really sucks. And everything's gone up within 2 weeks. Everything's gone up like double the price. It's crazy. Let's watch this. Not that. No.
So much and income has not gone up a drop.
The result is that millions of Americans can no longer afford groceries, a full tank of gas, or public transportation, let alone pay their bills or credit card debt on time. And with living costs only escalating, some shoppers have been left with one alternative: theft.
A new report indicates that while shoplifting has always been a major problem, it is steadily on the rise due to food inflation.
So, how are retailers and supermarket companies responding to this spike in theft? Well,
you may have seen something like this yourself while out shopping. Big-name retail stores like Walmart and Target are putting everyday items, including deodorant, under lock and key to prevent them from being stolen.
That's right. Instead of bringing the prices down, and to avoid hiring more staff, these companies, which earn tens of billions of dollars annually, have decided to put merchandise under lock and key.
So after you get them to already unlock one of these counters, they take that you bought and they stick it in another little case, and you got to walk around the store with it in another little case.
What's up, Walmart? Get it together. Why are you locking things up that you're actively recording?
In countries like Canada, the situation is even worse. Troubled by the inflating grocery prices, some Canadians living near the border are choosing to drive to America just to be able to buy cheaper groceries. In fact, Brandy Dustin, a TikTok user living in British Columbia, went viral when she posted about how she saved almost $300 every month by driving to Montana for her grocery runs.
And I know they say support local, but right now, everybody is suffering hugely. We're all trying to make it, and it is so much cheaper for me to go next door than it is to shop in my own country.
Which, luckily for her, was only a 15-minute drive away. The TikTok user's comment section was flooded with fellow Canadians, shocked at how much more affordable the food prices were in their neighboring country. How can anyone support local when the prices are insane? You just can't anymore. Gotta get whatever is cheapest now. Lots of Canadians are driving to the US to grocery shop. It's getting too expensive in Canada, and the portions of food have also gotten smaller. Canadians are driving to the US for food, and Americans are driving to Canada for affordable prescriptions. But recently, tensions over the country's out-of-control food prices have reached new heights, and Canucks have taken matters into their own hands. See, in May, Canadians started a nationwide boycott of the country's biggest grocer, Loblaws. And with over half of Canadian citizens polled by Canada's National Observer in support of the boycott and over 18% actively taking part, it seemed the people were definitively fed up.
This card cost me $130 for a meal and some snacks, basically. So I'm kind of over it.
The online discourse also heightened as Loblaws is out of control. A Reddit community dedicated to the Loblaws boycott gained almost 90,000 members in just a few months. The subreddit is full of posts with people talking about the grocer overcharging items, reducing the quantity, and even lying on the packaging. Our community has taken the time to organize a movement which aims to boycott Loblaw stores until prices can be reduced, says a Reddit post by the community moderator. Since its founding, our community has seen hundreds of ridiculously priced goods, dumb deals, rotten produce, and more. Loblaw and other major grocers in Canada enjoy the benefits of a monopoly on an essential service and force us to pay utterly ridiculous prices. Canadians are facing a cost of living crisis, and grocers are a major contributor to this. Vulnerable populations, such as seniors, persons with disabilities, and those on fixed incomes are left further behind. Food banks across the country are seeing a drastic increase in demand. Another member of the subreddit posted, "Store-level employee here. I overheard from a manager today that last week's sales were down in my store by over $100,000. That's down about 15% from last year's numbers. The boycott is 100% working. Keep it up, folks." But had the boycott gone too far? Posters had begun circulating Canada and online dubbing May 12th, Steal from Loblaws Day. And while
And can I say that, rent, like, how can we afford to even, like, how can they like up our rent every year? Like, how can they do that? Like, they're driving us out of our homes. Like, I can't afford to live here. I had to get a small loan to like catch up, and now it's almost gone. And what am I going to do after that? Like, I need to move. I need to either get a roommate or move ASAP. Like, need to sell all my plants and get the hell out of here. Like, that's what I got to do. Can't even do anything today. I'm just like so stressed out about everything. Like, I got raspberries and blueberries to dehydrate. I got a fridge to clean. I got dishes to finish. Hey, Aussie, how are you? It's ridiculous. And the maintenance is not being done. But they expect the rent raise every year. Like we as like on a fixed income, you're allowed like 500 for rent. And the rest is supposed to be for your self-care and everything else that you need. And you don't even get any of it. You get to have a roof over your head. But which is even worse is that they don't even let you go live in a vehicle or like in a park or something, like in a vehicle in Canada. That's the stupidest thing, you know what I mean? Like, they don't let you like downsize your living like that so that you can live better. And that's retarded. Like, they need to change that. Like, we can't live in how like we can't even afford our apartments anymore. Yeah. I was there when my kids were little, and that's hell because a lot of people in there have a lot of issues and it affects your life, especially an empath like me. Like, I live in full rent here, and there's a few people here that are like that are really have impacted my life. They've been quiet lately, but it got really bad for a while. But yeah, I don't know. All right, let's watch the rest of this video. I don't know if it's going to be any good for me to do that, but you're welcome to come up and chill with me while we're listening to this radio and a radio video, and you can comment on it. But yeah, like I've blown this last month. I'm blown away with the coffee. Like, coffee would double the price in a week or two, like double. How? People, it's not just me. People even like to have like money. I mean, they're like, how we're supposed. You know what I mean? They're even saying how we're supposed to do it. Like, this has got to be the end. I hate to say it, and I don't. I hope it's not, but as I like living on this, like, earth, but I'd like to live on this earth where there's more people that had hope for change and that was actually doing things to change things, not just stay in the negative energy. Like, I can't do it alone. I feel like everybody just like drags me down a lot of times because you come up with good ideas and nobody like even flinches. Like, nobody gets excited. Like, that's my experiences with people. Nobody gets excited about anything, and unless people change, the world's not going to change. So people need to start making up their mind that they want to be happy again, and that is something that I did long time ago. Like, long time ago, 7 years ago. I tried to do that, but then I realized that I wasn't even healed from a lot of things, right? Because a lot of things triggered me. And yeah, and then I did some self healing, and that's what, and then I just got into a real, like, I went into that like too deep a little bit to the self healing, Now I'm learning to moderate everything, like moderation. So yeah, all right. I want to move because I don't feel as supported in this town by anybody, like people in the town, like the townspeople. I don't feel supported as a business person, somebody that's trying to start a business. I don't feel supported. I get evil eye a lot from people. Small towns, you know what I mean? Small minded. All right, let's watch.
While some shoppers sympathize with the cause,
it just seems like the reflection of a broader popular outrage towards what appear to be super high grocery prices, corporate greed, and while I personally would never steal, I can understand the sentiment.
many were dumbfounded.
Doesn't really make sense. Like, I don't understand what's the motive behind it.
And neither did those on the Loblaws is out of control subreddit, and that made them
Oh,
suspicious.
my coffee.
See, while moderators were quick to condemn steal from Loblaws Day, there was something about the sudden onslaught of negative PR the boycott was receiving that seemed almost engineered. So one Reddit user put together a timeline. It turned out that the first recorded evidence of this campaign originated from a tweet of a poster from the Toronto newspaper, West End Phoenix, on April 18th. Just over 2 hours later, the subreddit's moderator was contacted by the Daily Hive for a quote. Shortly after this, fellow Canadian news outlets took hold of the story. The Reddit user pointed out that these articles all also use the same image of the poster that the West End Phoenix had, aside from Now Toronto, which pictured the poster on a different bulletin board. Still, the fact that only 2 posters had been photographed and the speed at which the media grabbed onto the story struck the Reddit user as odd. So was the poster itself a false flag? The user asked. Was it ever truly seen in the wild other than the 2 copies we have evidence of? But as these posters began popping up across Canada, something else caught the subreddit's attention. As one Reddit user put it, the odd thing about these posters is that they're so well made. Check out the printer ink. No one is using a home printer for that. Someone used an office printer. This means that somewhere there is an office with a timestamp that shows someone made dozens, if not hundreds, of these posters. It would be very interesting to see where they were first printed. Another user pointed out the strangeness of the web-free campaign, commenting, "Flyers with no internet presence? Yeah, I'd wager this wasn't done by anyone below the age of 40. It's giving, hello fellow kids, undercover cop vibes." However, after May came and went without Loblaws meeting the protesters' demands, the boycott has continued indefinitely as the Canadians with the access to do so learn to shop differently.
We're also seeing like 50% more usage of co-ops in Ontario. Mom and pop shops are getting more business than they ever had before. You know, people are educating themselves and they're finding better ways and cheaper ways to shop. And many people say they're never going back.
But of course, it's not just Canadians who are exasperated by the surging food prices.
Sugar, flour, bread, those are basic food. Eggs, you can't buy eggs. Even lime, you could have got a 50p lime, now it's £1. Everything is going up. Clothes and things, they're not going up because you don't need clothes, but you need food. Wages doesn't go up.
Kellogg's, one of the largest food manufacturers in America, has also been making headlines since people started boycotting the brand, after their CEO suggested people eat cereal to fight rising food prices.
We got to reach the consumer where they are. So we're advertising about cereal for dinner. If you think about the cost of cereal for a family versus what they might otherwise do, that's going to be much more affordable.
This backfired, enraging consumers, with many calling the CEO out of touch and a hypocrite for making cereal more.
And the food doesn't taste the same anymore. It's not our taste buds changing. It's they're putting fillers in our food. They're making it smaller, that too. And yeah. They're poisoning us with our food. They're poisoning us with food. And you know, we see it all over the place. And we know it too. And we feel it in our bodies. We feel it in our bodies. We can't eat certain things anymore because they just don't agree with our body anymore. Like, it's sad. Like, I don't know. Like, what am I going to do? Start farming in my apartment? Like, yeah. All right. I don't know. Anybody want to come up? Anybody want to come up? I made this StreamYard a while back, like a couple days ago, but I never did come on. And I just these videos keep getting suggested to me, so I'm like, I keep saying I don't want to see it, I don't want to see it, and so this one came up. I'm like, fuck, I'll share it then. I'll just share it, and I just want to know what everybody else is doing. Like, what's everybody else doing? All the other people that, like, even when you're working, you only make so much. Like, how are you affording to live? Like, how are you affording apartments? How are you affording your groceries? Like, say, clothes. Like, we can make clothes, right? Like, I'm a revamper. I can make clothes. Like, we don't need clothes. Like, we don't need new clothes all the time. Like, but we need food all the time. We need housing. So that's where they get us. Yes, let's watch the rest of the video.
More expensive. After the CEO's remarks, the public also began speculating that this was only a sly tactic to get people hooked on cereals before they inflate prices later on, something that Kellogg's has become infamous for doing over the years. And with the Kellogg's boycott creating more and more buzz on social media, Kellogg's decided to make their products even cheaper in an attempt to cover up the controversy. However, a TikToker named Trendy John revealed that this wasn't the case everywhere.
So I've had a lot of people ask me to go to a lower income area in Orlando. So I'm at the Walmart on Colonial. And since a lot of people typically use food stamps to be able to buy their groceries, people wanted to see what the levels of Kellogg's product looked like in that area.
The video, that gained over 3 million views within a few weeks, shocked viewers who hadn't known that Kellogg's kept their items at regular prices in lower income areas. As one user questioned, but it looks like the prices are not as discounted as I've seen in other stores. Now, why would that be? Another viewer had their suspicions. They do this at purpose at local low-income community stores because they depend on stamps or assistance being used while forcing to pay full price, keeping the community poor. But groceries aren't the only food items escalating in price. Food away from home or restaurant menus are increasing at an even faster pace. See, the minimum wages for restaurant workers in California and some other states increasing from $16 to $20. It turns out money isn't coming out of the billionaire CEO's pockets, but customers. Yep, fast food chains have used the demand for a living wage as an opportunity to increase prices. Take, for example, In-N-Out, which increased its burger prices by 25 cents following the new minimum wage.
What's up, guys? So it's finally happened. The Flying Dutchman is $5. The Flying Dutchman is $5 now, you guys.
Similarly, Burger King increased its Texas Whopper meal by 12% and Big Fish meal by a whopping 53%. Chick-fil-A also faced heavy criticism from its customers just a couple of months earlier for a 21% hike in its prices in a period of only 2 years. Jumping on the trend, Subway also increased the price of its iconic footlong sub.
Tell me why. I just got a tuna salad and a turkey sub from Subway, and it cost me $30.
I was just going to guess that.
And then there's one fast food chain that's taken on a new pricing model. In February, Wendy's CEO, Kirk Tanner, revealed that the chain will be introducing an Uber-like system for deciding the cost of menu items next year. This means that the price of food at Wendy's will change frequently, depending on demand. In a survey conducted by the Daily Mail, more than half of consumers had one word to describe the chain's venture into dynamic pricing: gouging. But no chain tops America's favorite restaurant, when it comes to inflating prices. An executive for McDonald's, a brand that's synonymous with the word fast food itself, recently confessed that the average price of the chain's menu items has increased 40% since 2019.
Can you tell me how much a double quarter pounder with cheese would be with a milkshake and fries? Damn, $16.25.
Recently, YouTuber Chris Luckhart gained attention after he came across an abandoned McDonald's in Alaska, which closed in 1994. However, while the 90s nostalgia might have drawn viewers in, it was the vintage menu board that gave the upload its shock value. $2.45 for a Big Mac, $3.36 for a Happy Meal, $1.95 for an Egg McMuffin. These were the affordable prices that the chain had been founded on. But you don't always have to look decades back to realize how much McDonald's has raised its prices in the US over the past few years. Sometimes, just a trip to another country is enough to make jaws drop. For example, the Korean Twitch streamer, Mayo, was live in China with a group of friends. The group was dumbfounded when they found a McDonald's advertisement with prices that were just at a fraction of those found here in the US.
Dude, look at this. Oh my god. This is only $10. You get a bucket of chicken, 4 drinks,
Dude, that
4
pie
burgers,
looks so good.
fries and pies.
I want that pie.
3, 4, 5.
Mom, give me the pie.
That's crazy cheap.
As you'd expect, the video went viral and sparked a debate about surging prices in America. One Reddit user commented, "American here, and I will say there were times I craved McDonald's with the new prices, and the new prices have made me change my mind. There's one good positive for inflation." While another user said, "Just got large fries yesterday in America, and it costs like $4.50. We get ripped off here, to be honest." Surging fast food costs are clearly affecting a large segment.
Yeah, everything is just crazy. Crazy. Everything is just crazy. It is crazy. I was just saying that, and then I looked at the chat. You were saying that. That's hilarious. We're at least vibing in the same mindset. We're in retrograde right now, too. Retrogrades suck. I don't know if I want to watch any more of that video. It's very draining. But if anybody wants to come up, you guys can go watch the video like yourself. Like, let me see who's got that posted. Oh, spell. Spell. SPIL. Spell. You can check it out. I watched some videos of them. Yeah, boycott. Yeah, I've noticed too that even like, oh my gosh, like thrift stores are starting to be like that. I can't believe it. I used to love thrifting, and now when someone knows that you like coming there, they'll up the price for those things, those items that they know you come there for. Yeah. And I noticed something the other day, right? Well, I'm not going to say, but we only have one. Well, actually, we have 2 thrift stores, but the one thrift store, I'm not going to say who it was, but I needed a new water jug. I needed a new water jug, and mine had a crack in it, right? And so I went there to look for one, and they didn't have one. I asked her, and she said they didn't have one. So, but a week later, I went back in there, and then, of course, there was one there. It looked like somebody took it out of their fridge or something, or out of their storage. Actually, no, not the fridge, out of their storage, because it was dirty. And it had a bit crack in it, too, for sale. And it was like, put there to see if I'd come and buy it. Like, that's disgusting. Like, I'm just going to go out of town when I go thrifting now. I think I'm done thrifting in my local thrift stores because, like, do you know who I am? Like, and then I went in there too, and I looked at a bathing suit, and it had the last person that donated it, It had their crusties in it, had their DNA in it. I said, like, do they not wash things before they put it out? That's disgusting, for one. Obviously, they don't wash their clothes when someone brings clothes in. They don't wash it before they hang it onto the racks. Because there was somebody's DNA in those underwear, and that was, I mean, in that friggin' bathing suit, it was disgusting. I would never wear a used bathing suit, and I would never wear used underwear. I would never buy them, for one. And then you get them, and I literally said to them, like, do these like, this bathing suit comes with DNA. It comes with the DNA. I should have taken it and went and did a DNA test to find out whose they were. Can you believe that? Yeah, I'm rethinking thrifting. Like, especially if you have to go to a thrift store and try something on. Like, yuck. Like, in general. Like, not saying that, but like in general. Like, you can't even try on bathing suits. So that's not an excuse. So, and if you do try them on, like back in the day when you could try them on, there was a little thingy in there, and you usually tried them on over top of your underwear anyway. So, like, I don't know how they do it now. I haven't really done that in long. Like, I know my size, so I don't have to do that. But anyways, yeah, I thought that was disgusting. So I'm kind of turned off for like going to the local thrift stores. And these are just, it's rich housewives or whatever that own these thrift stores. That's what it is. It's their play money. It's disgusting. It's disgusting how they rip off poor people too. So, speaking out about thrift stores, and they're trying to be like Goodwill. Goodwill is another one. They rip off people. They're selling things for like full price. And not even they try to sell things for like new price, not even used price. So I'm just gonna start buying, like, for clothes and shit. I'm just gonna start buying fabric. I'm not even gonna buy any new clothes ever. I'm just gonna make my own. Buy fabric and make my own. So then I don't have to wear anything that someone else has left their negative energy on. Because, yeah. Anyways, since nobody wants to come up, nobody knows that I'm even here. Of course, they didn't send my video around. The algorithm didn't pick me up because, when you expose some things, then they don't really want you to share your thoughts. But yeah, so it's like that. What else can we watch? Let me remove that. Remove it. Yeah, I feel bad for those people out there that have it worse, that have already there where I kind of feel like is happening for a lot of people. Homeless and trying to make it. Yeah. Well, hopefully, if the world's going to end, hopefully it happens quick. Not long and dragged out. But yeah, I try to be positive. I don't feel like the world's ending, but they just do shit like this to friggin' to try to control people. They just do this to control people. I've seen how rich people are. I used to work for some. I see how they work. I know how they work. I'm not interested. But yeah, I don't know. I need to do something. So, because the only thing I can afford is to pay my rent, and car insurance is like, oh, that I need to do something about that too, because it's almost $200 for my car insurance. And I have no like accidents or anything on my record, no like impaireds or nothing like that. And I had last speeding ticket I got was when I was like 20. Well, no, okay, the last speeding ticket, no, before that, the last speeding ticket I got was when my muffler's broken, and I don't even think I was going as like fast. Like I think they just like did that because they heard my car and it was loud. But yeah, I think they got me that time. But I got a speeding ticket one other time years ago, was like 20 something. Yeah. But yeah, I can't afford much. I gotta stick at home most of the time. Like, I could do things that nobody wants me to do, is go and do like reading parties for people. Everybody's against that for me, and that's like one way that I could make some money. Or I could go back to stripping, but I would never want to do that at my age. I did it when I was 40 once. But yeah, I went back when I was 40 and tried it one time. I made good money that night. Yep. Because I had to. I had to do something because my work at that time, I was working in a greenhouse packing house, and they weren't giving me hours. So, you know, when I was working, I wasn't getting enough hours or wasn't getting enough pay either. So I decided that I wanted to just work on trying to create a business, and that's what I want to do. I'd like to actually own a little store. Yeah, I've got enough plants, and I do enough stuff. I sew. I have like clothes that I could sell. May resell clothes. Recycle, upcycled clothes. Revamped, actually is a word. Revamped clothes. Oh, I'm working on this like other dress that I'm changing. So I'll show it to you guys. So this was like just like a long gown type of thing, and it had like these like little like no like the little where your boobs don't even fit in them, whatever, even if you have small ones. Anyways, so I cut it last night, and then so I just cut it where all that stuff is going on. Like what I'm talking about is like this was the back of it. Okay, this was the back of it. I might use it for something cool, right? But when I change it, but and these parts were the top, like not this part right here, but just that part. Like whose boobs are that small? Like for real, nobody's boobs fit in that. So, anyways, I cut that off, like all straight off like that. So, and then we have these. We could use these ones here if we're gonna make it into a strap dress. Then I could use these. They're little braids. That was for the neck, and so I use those. There's not a lot of light. Can't see, huh? Oh, that's a little bit brighter. And then this is the rest of it. So I'm gonna make a dress. So what I'm gonna do is make it thinner, flatter. Like I'm gonna cut out my frame, and then at the top, my hands are sticky to this. But yeah, on the top, I'm going to. Well, this is gonna be like fitting my sides, and then I'm gonna put like a inside in it, like a inside. And I already know what I'm putting in inside. And so then I'm going to put hem at the top, and then I think I'm going to put elastic in the top, or maybe a string to pull through, right? And then I'm going to put elastic right here, but only in the front. So I'm gonna put elastic only in the front, I think. So I might do that. And then put the little straps. But yeah, so I'm making a different dress out of this dress. You can see through it because of the green. I mean, the other colors there's green in it. What you can see is actually my backdrop. So let me see if I put the backdrop, see what it looks like, what I have back there. I think I have cards too. Why it's so funny. Let me go get my roll of fresh stuff. I don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? I don't know. I have a whole roll of it. I don't know where I put it. I have a new roll of it, but I do have a new roll, but where does she do? That's what it looks like. Okay. The lighting. Yay! There's somebody. We have to do it. Hey. So. See my green screen? There we go. See my green screen. Invisible. Now I'm here. Now I'm gone. Oh, you're gone. How real is that? Like, you know what I mean? In the 90s, would we ever thought we could do this kind of stuff? I should put it up, but I have nothing to hook it up to. And then I could like play around with the background. There's my mic. You can see my mic. Hi, everyone. It's magic. Do you want to see what's behind the curtain? Oh, wait, it's me. Yeah, I'm going crazy. Going crazy. Who wants to come with me? Who wants to come? Let's look into the crystal ball. Just kidding. I do have a crystal ball, see? My crystal ball. Hey, it's a crystal ball. Do man. Can you come up? Somebody come up. Come on. Yeah, man. Don't make me beg, you guys. I'm gonna start acting like some other people when you guys don't come up here. I'm gonna emotionally manipulate you. I'm gonna make you feel bad, and then you're gonna come up. I've seen other people do it and it works for them. So why shouldn't I do it? Just tell me why. If you guys don't come up here right now, I'm never talking to you again. You don't love me. You guys don't love me. See, I can play that. I can play that game too. So, who wants to go on a road trip? Let's go. Let's go on a road trip. Hey, way up, dude. You can come with me. I'll pimp you out on the way, and then we'll make money. I'll be your pimp. Yeah? Come up here and talk about it. Talk about it to me. Come on, way up, dude. You can be my. You can be my. I can be your pimp. I mean, I'll be your spiritual pimp. I'll keep you spiritually safe. All right, see? There's me, like that. Me all saying. Will you just come in and say something and then leave? Is that what everybody does? It's like gaslighting me? Love bombing me? Which one is it? Gaslighting, love bombing? What is it that y'all know to do? This is better. This is better looking than me. Okay, I'm not playing. I'm serial. Serious about it. Serious. Wait, oh, I have an idea. I can throw ideas at you. Watch. I'm gonna throw some ideas at you. I've got to move my coffee. Here's some ideas. Oh, that was funny. Let's do it again. Let's make a ball. Oh, I gotta change the background. Let's change the back. How do I do it? Every time I come on here, I forget how. Is it that one? Okay, that one. It's magic. Oh, not that. That's not what I was trying to do. It's not what I was trying to do. Hey, who's that? Who's there? Why am I? What is this? Oh, I didn't remove it. I'm like, what is this? I thought people were backstage. That's weird. Okay. Where'd you go? I'm not gonna keep this stream on this being silly. I'll be going to delete it after this. So everybody take some screenshots right now. They can make fun of me. Well, now I got it like a ball. Oh, look, it's magic. Look, it's a ghost. What's that over there? I'm scanning my screen. The ghost. Oops. There was a mic. I found a mic. Oh, I got no face. Let me put my face up here. There we go. There we go. Okay, I can't stand like this. Okay. See, this is what happens when I come on here and do nothing. Like, I have no plans to, like, do anything. That's what happens. Everybody just watches me do nothing. It must be fun. As soon as they go like this and like this, somebody else comes in. Really? How about one more? Anyways, that's fine. Nobody found me. At least I know where to go when I'm trying to hide, like go on the internet. Yeah. I think Way Up Dude is afraid that I'm going to tell him to show me his face. But I think that's what it is. Is that what it is, Way Up Dude? You afraid? You afraid for me to know who you are? Huh? Huh? Is that so? Banner. Funny shorts, really? How? Where? Show what? Funny shorts. Right, funny shorts. Show funny shorts. What does that even mean? And funny, the first. What's that? Oh, it's example banners. Examples. I don't. Every time I come on here, it seems to change. Oh, now we're in purple. What was on blue? What other colors we got? Yellow, red, or orange. Oh, these are the colors I picked. What other color should I pick? Let's pick that one. Pink. There. Bubbled. Minimized. Classic. Show display name. Show headline. Font use default or use different. Which font should I use? So it's that one. All the way, it's default. Oh, we got. I know we got to pay for that. I didn't want to pay for that. people. Hello, people. Oh, that's my stage audio. Should I do something? Edit audio setting? Let's see, edit. Echo cancellation is on. Reducing mic background noise off. On. Automatically adjust mic is on. All right, good. Everything's good. Private message, don't got one. All right. I've checked it all out. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Nobody's coming in. Nobody found me. I guess like Will and JB and like the regular people never found me today. That's okay. We have to found me for a second and then he had to go somewhere else. I'm sure. I'm so sure. Bye. Bye, y'all. Peace out. How do I get out of here again? How do I end this? I can't just leave studio. Oh, and bye. Oh, wait. Let me do it. Let me do it in the way then.